Hey everybody, it's Aymen slash Lucky slash I, and today I'm here with somebody doing something that I very much admire because he's working with dogs.
I appreciate
Mr. Richard
Richard.
Courtney,
Yes.
and Richard Courtney works with Community Canine Project. And Richard, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so man, it feels like I've been in animal welfare forever now. Been doing this for probably 12, 13 years now, but just volunteering with dogs, helping dogs in animal welfare aspects. And then about 2 years ago, myself and a group of other volunteers decided to start Community Canine Project.
Oh, that's awesome. Man. I will say, especially for myself, in college especially, I did a lot of foster homing.
Yep.
For at least my last 2 years. Got a dog and I did it was adoptable. So it always felt rewarding.
Yeah.
Right. And I always had like a really amazing time. What got you into doing or I guess supporting dogs?
Yeah, so it was my first dog, Bailey. When I went to the shelter and adopted my dog, I wasn't looking for a big dog. I was actually looking for a small dog. I went into the shelter, the first dog in the first kennel I saw, that was my dog. I knew it. So I adopted her, and just kind of that whole experience of walking through the shelter, seeing all the homeless animals, kind of, I had some free time, and I thought, why not? Let me see what I could do to help and give back. So I started volunteering with just local rescues, and I did everything from fostering to donating to planning events, and then just kind of it escalated from there, and here I am now.
Oh, see, I love that, man. And let me ask, how did your team get together for Community Canine?
So we were working with another organization, and then when we decided to do something a little bit different, we kind of just all ventured off, and we've gotten more and more volunteers. So, our group of volunteers is, we just like to stay positive, have fun doing this. Animal welfare can be tiring sometimes. I mean, the content in which we deal with in homeless animals. So we wanted to stay positive. We wanted to stay upbeat. We wanted to have fun. We got to have fun while you do this. We're all volunteering our time, and got to keep it positive and have fun.
Yeah, 100% agree. I guess what organizations do you work with out here so far?
So we work with local, our county shelter, so Maricopa County Animal Care and Control. So that's our government, county shelters. So they are backed by the county, so they have what I would say not limited funds, but they need all the help they can get. That's where all of our dogs go, where they have to go. So if other organizations or county shelters, they have the ability to say no to dogs, our county shelter has to intake everything. So
I didn't know that.
They have thousands of dogs. We are a large county, and we're one of the largest in the nation when it comes to intake dogs. So we have a high population of dogs at that county shelter. So that's why we, as an organization, wanted to help them, because they have limited, resources, and we wanted to be that resource for them.
Oh, you're going to have to run that back. I did not know that you're saying number one in the nation?
Not number one. I don't know what the number is now. Last time I checked, we were 2 or 3. Next to LA and very large counties. I don't know what the number is now. I think last time I checked, we had something, our intake numbers were like 26,000. I mean, there's thousands of dogs coming through that door every day. So that's where our heart is, and that's why we wanted to help, because they can't say no, and they can't, they need the help, they need the adopters, they need the funding, they need the resources, whether it's volunteer work or anything. So that's where our passion's at. But we are we're high up on that list. Let's say that. I don't know the exact number, but we're up there.
Is that mainly coming from, I don't know, college kids dropping off dogs that they got that were too small, or?
It's a lot of different avenues. I mean, I think personally my biggest takeaway from all this is spay neuter. I think the less pets we have out there, the more, the less problems we'll have. I mean, if we spay neuter and stop that influx of just more dogs, I think that will help the problem. But I also just showing the shelter in a positive light, showing people where to go, talking about the shelter in a good way, not demonizing those dogs. I think we have done, not we personally, but just sometimes we talk about the shelter in a way that doesn't promote adoption. People don't want to go there, and that was my big focus is, this is a place we should go. This is a place where these dogs need help. So, and just getting people through those doors.
Okay, that's beautiful. I will say, and I guess I did not introduce my little guy Louie here. And oh yeah, I guess shout out from have you heard of Almost Home? Almost Home Bulldogs. That's where Louis came from. So like a little shout out to them. But so I guess we should talk about some of the events that you do and what kind of like, is it like fundraising? Is it adopt-a events?
Yeah, so we do a little bit. Obviously, COVID hit us pretty hard and limited the last year, so we're kind of ramping stuff back up. But before that, large-scale adoption events, taking the dogs out of the shelter. Sometimes walking through the shelter and seeing those dogs, it's hard to get a true gauge on their personality, right? Yeah. So doing large-scale adoption events, taking them out of the shelter. So somebody who may not be comfortable walking through a shelter, they can walk through a smaller adoption event and see those dogs in a more relaxed environment. So large-scale adoption events. Enrichment, we offer a lot of enrichment items to dogs in the shelter. Shelters are stressful, it's a stressful place for these dogs. They need some outlet, as much as volunteers get there and try to get these dogs out. Just offering enrichment items, that's bully sticks, chew toys, toys in general, something that they can, entertain themselves in their kennel with, just for that mental stimulation, so they're not, falling backwards or going a little stir crazy in the kennel. So we offer a lot of enrichment support. That's where a lot of our funding goes. We offer a match program where if you donate a bag, we'll buy a bag as well. So we're constantly weekly donating items for enrichment. So that's a big thing. We do sponsored microchips as far as any return to owners. So if the field officers find a dog in the field just running on the streets, we'll pay for a microchip, so if that dog gets back out, at least they know where it goes and it doesn't have to go to the shelter. We do day fostering, so getting those dogs out on walks. We'll do big walks, and we've done kind of anything and everything when it comes to support for the shelter. We've paid for play yards at the shelter and things like that, whatever they don't have funding for that we can assist in to help these dogs to the shelter and things like that. So we've done a little bit of everything, but our main goal is to assist the shelter in support.
So I guess my next question would just be, how can people get involved in Arizona to help support your organization, which supports
I think
shelters? Just
taking that first step. I think it can be overwhelming, or there's so many organizations, you don't know who to help or where to help, but I think just taking that first step, and just going to volunteer. Our county shelter needs lots of volunteers. That's where a lot of our dogs are at in this community. I would push people to go sign up to be a volunteer there, as much as, people say all the time, I can't do what you do, but you can. You can't, you know what I mean? You can, and a lot of people that thought they couldn't are volunteering, so many hours a week. So, there's so many opportunities, but you can help our organizations through donating or, volunteer work. But, I don't know if I want to give the plugs to our website and all that now, how to get in touch with us, or
yeah, sure.
But communitycanineproject.org. You can find us on Facebook, Community Canine Project, Instagram, Community Canine Project, and you reach out to us if you have questions about volunteering. If our organization's not for you, we can at least direct you where to volunteer. My goal is, if someone wants to help and we're not the fit for them, we'll find someone.
That's my guy right there. All right, perfect. And is there anything else you want to promote? Any other organizations, any dogs that you're like, hey, take a look at?
Off the top of my head, dogs right now that we're working with at the shelter, I don't know off the top of my head, but we can get you some info afterwards. But,
deal.
Just promote adoption, promote our county shelters, promote rescue, just promote a positive, fun time volunteering, and that's what I'm here for.
All right, I'm all about that, man.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you again. I appreciate it. And once again, I'll say I feel like the dogs are... I told you before the interview that my oldest dog is like my oldest relationship. Yeah. So I completely feel everything you're saying.
Yeah, they come into your life. They just change your life. The dogs are a blessing for us, and the way they come into your life and just change your life. So they inspire me every day to keep doing this work, to give my time back. Yeah. Yeah,
100%. So I guess we'll sound it off right there.
Awesome, man. I appreciate the time. I really do.
No, and one more time, can you just plug all your social medias just one more time?
Yeah, our organization. So if you want to find us, get in touch with us. Our website's communitycanineproject.org. You can find us on Instagram, Community Canine Project, Facebook, Community Canine Project, and reach out if you have any questions.
Perfect. And then once again, this is Lucky, Aymen, or just the letter I. And you guys are lucky to have me out here because Devyn was supposed to be in front of the camera, but he backed out. But it's okay. It's okay. You'll catch him doing sushi or some type of food stuff. But once again, sign out. Check out Community Canine Project. And thank you again, Richard.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. we go. All right, how'd that go, man?
I'm good, man. It's always.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet,